I'm about to say something that's going to make some people feel very uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. Not every pastor is called by God.
And I want to say I am divorced because I cheated.
I want to preach tonight using as a subject, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Where can I enjoy myself without being...
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. But trust them to be them.
Right. To be themselves.
Trust a snake to bite you. Right. Trust a liar to lie for you. Trust a thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. Too. But know them when you see them.
DMX warned us about fake pastors like Jamal Bryant, and he's been proven right once again. DMX was one of the most openly religious rappers in the game. He prayed before every concert, ended his albums with prayers, he read the Bible cover to cover, and he even prayed before interviews, not trust organized religion. X grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and in his autobiography, he wrote that his mom declined an insurance settlement after he got hit by a car as a kid because she believed Jehovah's Witnesses should be self-sufficient and not accept help. And that stuck with him. He saw how religion could be used to control people the same way music can. Now fast forward to 2026, and Pastor Jamal Bryant is getting exposed for being nothing but a fraud, a grifter, and a deadbeat dad. A woman even came forward claiming that Pastor Bryant allegedly asked her to get an abortion after he got her pregnant. DMX warned us about people like this, wolves in sheep's clothing, who use God for money and titles, while their own lives are a mess. So let's break this all down, starting with who DMX really was when it came to faith. DMX was genuinely religious, not in that performative way like most rappers today, where they post Bible verses but live however they want. DMX prayed before every single concert, and he even said every album was a prayer. In his 2013 interview with Dr. Phil, X revealed that he was tempted by the devil multiple times, and the devil came in the form of all the things he desired. However, he was always able to turn to God when he needed him the most through his music and lyrics. And for any rapper to be able to do that and make his listeners feel it through his words is a real gift.
You've had a song on every album, a conversation with God.
Yes.
You've had...
And a prayer.
And a prayer. And I think you've had...
Three conversations with the devil.
Three conversations with the devil. Why with the devil?
Well, to make a fair decision, I think you have to be aware of both sides. And I was approached, so of course I had a conversation. It doesn't mean I rode with him or believed him. I just was able to recognize him by what he said to me and what he offered me. Say, oh, now I know you are. That's why I stopped talking to him. I put out 7 albums. Any prayer warriors, any Christians in the house, keep me. Pray for me, and I pray for you. Thank you. Thank you.
But here's the thing. DMX believed in God, but he did not trust churches and pastors. X was highly critical of hypocrisy among some pastors, especially rich televangelists. He used to talk about how religious people would judge him for his addiction and his legal troubles. But DMX didn't pretend to be perfect. He talked openly about his struggles, and he never tried to hide his demons. Unlike some pastors in a 3-piece suit acting like they have it all figured out. And that's exactly what Jamal Bryant represents. So who is Jamal Bryant? On paper, he's the senior pastor of the megachurch New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Stonecrest, Georgia. He's also known for preaching about Black fathers being present, about financial accountability, economic justice. But that's his public image. Now here's the reality. Let's start with the most recent thing. Last month, the Christian Post published an interview with a woman named LaToya Shanti Odom, and she's the mother of Pastor Bryant's 11-year-old son, John Karsten Bryant. So LaToya claims that Pastor Bryant has never been present in their son's life, and the last child support payment she received was $96. That's it. $96 for an 11-year-old child from a millionaire megachurch pastor. But here's the really messed up part. LaToya said that when the boy was 2 years old, he kept saying, "Mommy, I want to go see my daddy." So she dressed him up and took him to Atlanta to meet Pastor Bryant. But when they got there, Pastor Bryant didn't even want to say anything or touch him.
There has been child support paid to you.
The last payment I received was $96. And John loves him. One day he told me, he said, "Mommy, I love you and I love my daddy."
So he was helping at some point.
John really believes his dad. This is what he said at 2. He said, "Mommy, I want to go see my daddy." So I dressed him up at 2. He was in Atlanta and I took him. Do you know Jamal never touched him? Just looked at him. They had a staring contest.
You mind if I talk to you, baby? Can you sit down? That's why I don't like him. He's on my platform.
Now, LaToya is not innocent in all this. She got pregnant with someone she barely knew, and that could have easily been prevented. But the point is, the child is here, and Pastor Bryant is the father. And LaToya proved that with a DNA test back in 2016. And she also alleged that Pastor Bryant asked her to get an And when Bryant was asked to address it, he didn't want to confirm or deny it, which tells you everything you need to know. And what's crazy is that this also isn't the first time. Back in 2007, Pastor Bryant reportedly admitted from the pulpit to fathering a child while he was married. Now, Bryant has 8 children from multiple relationships. He's got children with Giselle Bryant from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He actually talks about fatherhood constantly and often criticizes black men who refuse to step up for their kids. Meanwhile, he has a son that he won't acknowledge. Now let's talk about the money, because this is where the grifter accusations start to make sense. In February 2025, Pastor Bryant launched something called the Target Fast. He called on Christians to stop shopping at Target during Lent because Target had rolled back its DEI initiatives. Target had previously pledged to invest $2 billion with black-owned businesses by the end of 2025, but then they walked it back, so Bryant called for a nationwide boycott. He had 4 demands: honor the $2 billion pledge, reaffirm DEI commitments, invest $250 million in black-owned banks, and create retail training centers at 10 HBCUs. 300,000 people signed up for Bryant's boycott, so it was kind of a big deal. But then in March 2026, Pastor Bryant suddenly announced the fast was over and claimed Target had met the $2 billion pledge.
For the moments that are entrusted to me left, I want to go over the 4 things that Target has.
But here's the thing that really exposed the whole stunt. Target hadn't reversed a single policy. The DEI rollback from January 2025 was still fully in place. The only thing Target did was rebrand their inclusion program and call it Belonging instead of DEI. Also, that $2 billion pledge Bryant kept talking about, that wasn't new money either. That commitment was made back in 2021 after the George Floyd case. Target had already been working toward that goal for years, which means Bryant was basically claiming a win on something Target was already doing anyway. And what's also wild is that actual organizers of the Target boycott found out about Bryant's announcement the same way everybody else did, through social media. The same day Bryant held his press conference declaring the boycott over, Nakima Levy-Armstrong, the civil rights attorney who actually started the Target boycott back in February 2025, held her own conference outside Target headquarters in Minneapolis, and she made it crystal clear that the boycott is not over. And then she went off on Pastor Bryant, calling him a clout chaser and a fake pastor who's been trying to co-opt the work from real activists.
We are asking people continue to stand with grassroots leadership in the state of Minnesota, where Target is actually headquartered, and not clout chasers, not fake pastors, not fake activists trying to co-opt our work. These people have received awards from the National Association of the NAACP and the Route 100 for our work. So they have no credibility. They don't speak for us. They didn't stand in the gaps for us when George Floyd was killed or when Operation Metro Surge happened. We stood for us and with the community. We speak for us, and we will never sell out our community for crumbs or a seat at Target's corrupt table. So we are asking people, continue to double down and hold Target accountable. The boycott continues. Thank you.
Now, Bryant later admitted he met with Target representatives privately. However, he denied he ever took a dime for them. But if you want to believe that, that's on you. And here's where the hypocrisy really shines through. While Pastor Bryant was leading this boycott, he was publicly calling out other black church leaders. In June 2025, he accused 4 black denominations of accepting a $300,000 donation from Target during the boycott. He literally said, "I recognize the fingerprints of satanic principality on those who took money." So he was calling other pastors sellouts and accusing them of taking chump change from Target. Meanwhile, he was meeting with Target in secret and then announced the boycott was over. But are we really surprised? This is the same man who preaches from the pulpit like he's some moral authority, but he literally wanted to sell in the church.
Looking for people that smell like No, really, is New Birth is the largest land-owning black church in America. Wow. And so my position to my deacons is, why aren't we not raising cannabis? I'll be able to bring in black males. They're able to do it legally. I'm teaching them farming.
Oh my God.
I'm helping them to enhance the ecosystem. This is the kind of conversation. So if the guy, black boy in Bankhead said, they growing weed at the church, where do I join?
Yes.
I don't need no pamphlet for him.
So on top of all the money he already grifted, now he wants to turn the Lord's house into a marketplace so he can make even more money? I'm pretty sure the only one of the few times that Jesus was angry was when he saw the money changers in the church and said that they were making his Father's house a den of thieves. But I guess Pastor Bryant didn't get to that part in the Bible yet. And this is what DMX's words are still hitting. He spent his whole career warning us about people who use God as a costume and who preach accountability but can't handle their own business. And Jamal Bryant is the walking definition of everything DMX was talking about. A man who preaches about black fathers being present but won't acknowledge his own 11-year-old son. A man who called other pastors sellouts for taking Target money only to end a year-long boycott under suspicious circumstances. A man who preaches about morals and humility. Meanwhile, he picks this dress for his wife to wear. And yes, he literally said he picked this dress for her, and then claimed everyone who criticizes his wife is just jealous.
But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded, people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Now you got to help some people, because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing, I needed to set the record straight. Y'all don't like this. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all, she mad to me.
How is this man even a pastor? He literally sounds like Steve Harvey when he talks about his wife. And that's the thing about Jamal Bryant. He's a performance artist in a pulpit. And he's been doing it for so long that he probably believes his own act. And these are the kind of people DMX warned us about. He called them snakes in the grass. And snakes are not just in the entertainment industry, they're everywhere, including your local church. And like X always said, you gotta mow the grass to see the snakes. And honestly, he was right. DMX is gone, but his warning is still here. And as long as people like Jamal Bryant keep getting platforms, keep collecting tithes, keep preaching about accountability while running from their own, that warning matters more than ever. DMX saw it coming, and we should have listened.
The snakes in the grass, too long to see. The lawnmower is sitting right next to the tree. It's right there, just mow that grass and you'll see the snakes. Yeah.
Now let me know how you feel about Pastor Jamal Bryant. Is he the type of snake DMX was warning us about? Drop your comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.